The Socialist Unity Party, SED, monopolized political power, suppressing dissenting voices. Citizens were often subject to surveillance by the Stasi, the state security service, which instilled fear and restricted personal freedoms. Opposition was met with harsh penalties, including imprisonment. Many East Germans felt a lack of political agency and faced severe consequences for any criticism of the regime. Despite the oppressive political environment, East Germany developed a unique cultural identity, often reflected in literature, music, and the arts. The government promoted socialist ideals through these channels, but also allowed some degree of cultural expression, as long as it aligned with state propaganda. Social activities were organized by community centers, and citizens often enjoyed vacations at state-run facilities, though travel abroad was heavily restricted. Life for ordinary citizens involved a blend of optimism and frustration. Free education and healthcare were significant benefits, but the limitations on consumer goods and personal freedoms left many dissatisfied. Families often had to wait for essential items, such as cars or electronic goods, which could take years to obtain. The state encouraged a sense of community through socialist ideals, but many felt trapped by the regime's authoritarian practices. The discontent among East Germans grew throughout the 80s, culminating in mass protests and calls for reform. The Berlin Wall's fall in 1989 was a pivotal moment, symbolizing the collapse of communist control and the desire for reunification with West Germany. This event ushered in significant political change, leading to the GDR's dissolution in 1990. With approximately 91,000 official employees and an estimated 173,000 informants, the Stasi were omnipresent. They didn't just monitor political dissidents, they infiltrated virtually every aspect of daily life. People lived in fear. Neighbors would report on each other, friendships were strained, and families were torn apart. The Stasi's reach extended into all spheres, including schools and workplaces. Many could not escape once they were labeled as enemies of the state. As the 80s rolled in, discontent grew. The Berlin Wall became the symbol of oppression, but it also became a focal point for those demanding change. The Stasi's control faced significant challenges as citizens began to organize protests. People lived in fear. Neighbors would report on each other, friendships were strained, and families were torn apart. The Stasi's reach extended into all spheres, including schools and workplaces. Many could not escape once they were labeled as enemies of the state. After unification, the Stasi's legacy was one of betrayal and trauma. Investigations revealed widespread abuses of power, leading to calls for transparency and justice. Many former informants and agents faced public scrutiny, and discussions around accountability began. Today, the memory of the Stasi serves as a cautionary tale. It reminds us of the dangers of fear-driven governance and the importance of protecting individual rights. The impact of its actions is still felt in Germany, where lessons learned continue to shape the principles of democracy and human rights. As the 80s rolled in, discontent grew. The Berlin Wall became the symbol of oppression, but it also became a focal point for those demanding change. The Stasi's control faced significant challenges as citizens began to organize protests. In 1989, peaceful protests culminated in the fall of the Berlin Wall. With that, the Stasi's power began to unravel. In the following months, East Germany would see its regime crumble as reunification with West Germany became a reality.